for the Hillsong Church. And the other song you heard before that was another one by them. It was called, I don't know what it was called. Preaching? I'm not sure. Preaching? I don't know. But they have some nice, pretty music. And ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering why we took such a long music break, Dr. Mark decided to go hit the John, but he forgot that he has to take off his headset before he walks away. So he took the headset and the computers with him. And he doesn't think that's very funny.
It's whatever.
Whatever.
But on Friday the 13th, I don't think any number of hosannas is going to save anybody anytime soon, you know?
Yeah. You know, that could have been a Friday the 13th. Bad luck. We were saying it's not a bad luck day. And guess what happens? We had some bad...
I could have had the accident in my pants now, couldn't I?
Yeah, that would have been worse. But, you know... But with us, this isn't bad luck. This is usual for us.
Well, as long as we manage to come back after that hiatus, we hope none of you gave up on us.
And we're hoping you could hear us. Now, we don't even realize.
Yes, we really won't know until after the show's over and, we get to play it back.
No. I know we're broadcasting just fine, Doc.
Okay, you're the technical guy, so I will take your word for it, Felix. I'll take your word.
Okay, take my word for it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Power is being put out. Okay.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Friday the 13th. Isn't there anybody out there that's superstitious?
Well, not only that, did anything go wrong today that you wouldn't expect to go wrong? Like, did your car not start today maybe because it was so cold?
Actually, yeah. Well, it didn't. It wasn't helpful today being that cold. It's one of the coldest days of the year, but I think we're expecting even colder on Sunday.
I don't know. To tell you the truth, I went out earlier today in just a sweater, and it was fine for me.
Just a sweater?
Yep.
Okay.
Naked from the waist down, just a sweater.
Well, knowing you.
And let's see what that says. Of course, it's all nonsense. Friday the 13th. That was just below this one.
Yeah, this is... A lot of the stuff is the same.
Yeah, that's... I see. That's all your information from that you already gave everybody.
Well, this is a different one. Different sites, same information. According to the Stress Management Center and Phobia Institute in Nashville, North Carolina, an estimated 17 to 21 million people in the United States are affected by the fear of this day, Friday the 13th. Okay, we heard about that.
I worked with a guy who took off every Friday the 13th. Anytime there was a Friday the 13th, he didn't come into work.
You know, it's a good excuse as any to take a day off, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, February's always a bad month. You never know.
I'm looking for something about that building that was where they decided against the 13th floor.
Well, you were talking about, what is it, the Empire State Building?
I thought that's what it was. I'm trying to remember.
So type in Empire State Building. We'll see if anything comes up.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
probably you think it's real true story?
Do I think? Hey, I don't put anything past anyone.
Well, we're gonna. Let me see. Okay, Mark. If I'm looking and I'm not talking, one of us got to talk.
Well,
we can't just have...
I mean, you know, I've said everything I have to say, really. You know, what can I keep... I'm not going to manufacture things that aren't true.
No, I'm just saying we can't
but I wish somebody would call up so we can talk about this.
Wait a sec. We have a phone call.
You got to be kidding me.
Voila! We have a phone call.
917.
917.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Long time no hear.
How was your Friday the 13th?
It was okay. It was just another normal, usual day, I guess.
So you're not superstitious?
No, no, not at all.
You wouldn't go out of your way if it meant walking under a ladder or if a black cat crossed your path?
Well, I wouldn't walk under a ladder anyway because I'm afraid the ladder's going to fall and collapse on me, number one. And number two, with a black cat, my neighbor has a black cat, so I'm seeing a black cat every day.
Okay. As far as you know, any religious significance to Friday the 13th that you're aware of?
Well, growing up, I was told that it's good luck for the Jews, that it's a lucky day for Jewish people. But I mean that's how I was brought up.
Well, the only thing I know about 13 and being Jewish is obviously a boy is bar mitzvahed at 13.
Right.
He enters into the covenant, and as I said before, a girl can be either 12 or 13. But really, nothing else.
I'll tell you, I was born.
No, the only thing that really stands out in my mind, well, I shouldn't say for Friday the 13th, but when you were talking about Valentine's Day, the one thing that sticks out in my mind is the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Right, back in the 20s.
Right.
Yeah.
But as far as Friday the 13th, it's just another day. There is one day out of the year, though, I will say is what used to be like bad luck. Like I wouldn't go out and I wouldn't drive because I had a very bad car accident. It was November 10th, 1986. And for a very long time, I wouldn't dare go out or go into a car.
Well, that's been known to happen to people who have been in car accidents. In fact, I had a very young professor in my senior year at Brooklyn College, and he used to give driving lessons, and one of the people he gave driving lessons to was to his future wife. She had a horrendous car accident in which her first husband was killed, and he said it really took a lot of patience to get her back behind the wheel again because she just had this fear of driving. But in that respect, it turned out good for the two of them, obviously, I guess. You know.
Right.
But I've heard of people who have been in accidents and, try not to get behind the wheel, on that given day, once a year, whenever it is. Any plans for tomorrow?
Going out to Jersey. I have some family that came in, so I'm going to see them, and that's really it. I can't really do much. I don't know how to. I'm like tongue-tied right now. I just got out of the hospital.
Oh
sorry
boy!
to hear that.
Sorry to hear that. What happened?
I was in the hospital for 8 days. I went for that CAT scan that I told you about a couple of weeks ago, and like the next day, the doctor called me with the results and said that I needed to get in touch with my GI right away. He feels that I should be admitted. So I called my GI, and he was faxed over all the results, and he said yes. He says, as soon as possible, I want you in the hospital. So I went in the next day, which was last Wednesday, and I came out, I came out this past Tuesday night.
Wow.
They had me in there. They had me hooked up to all kinds of antibiotics through an IV. The UTI that I've been having is there still. It's always been there. It never left my body, and it caused some issues. So no matter what they were giving me, it wasn't working. So they gave me strong antibiotics through IV. They put a PICC line in my arm, so now I have to do that myself at home for the next 3 weeks. I'm on heavy-duty antibiotics. I have a nurse